I spoke to Teresa Taylor. Her husband Dale was the pilot of 6535. She attended the ceremony this morning at Mobile Aviation Training Center and says the words "never forget" mean a whole lot more with each passing year.
Lord, we're especially thankful for four guardians.
Gone but not forgotten. It was a moment of reflection and prayer as the Coast Guard paused and remembered the fallen crew of 6535.
They set a tremendous example for us that are coming behind them of character, selfless service, and a life well lived.
6 years ago tonight, rescue crews took to Mobile Bay, desperately searching for the helicopter carrying Chief Petty Officer Fernando Jorge, Petty Officer 3rd Class Andrew Knight, Lieutenant Thomas Cameron, and Lieutenant Commander Dale Taylor.
For me personally, it reminds me just how valuable and short life is, and to live life to the fullest.
Thank you all for coming.
Taylor's widow Teresa and one of their sons, along with Knight's parents, were at today's memorial.
Well, it's hard, but mostly we look forward to it now because we know it's just the time of year where we get to see all of our Coast Guard family.
Teresa chose to stay and raise their 2 sons in the port city. They remain very active on base.
They swim on the Coast Guard swim team proudly, and I think they know that that's one way they can make their dad proud, and they know a lot about what he did because they get to visit the helicopters, fly in the simulators, and actually walk the places that he walked.
6 years later, as they remember service before self, Teresa says her thoughts and prayers are also with Officer Justin Billa's family.
You know, from the minute you get that knock on the door, your world radically shifts and changes. You go from disbelief to just utter shock and then just sadness. But all along, I do believe God is with you and faithfulness supports you. And I just think it's amazing to see the community come out and support, even if it's just to stand on the side of the road and wave a flag, or just acts of love over time add up and they mean a lot.
As you just heard, Teresa says community support was a huge help. She also wrote a book about her husband called Night Flight. Live from Mobile Bay, Lee Peck, Fox 10 News.